What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. And I can't not tell you how grateful I am to be sitting here right now before you and hating my view. I feel like I was over more when I. It's not going to happen. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I first want to say to you, I'm stalling right now at the beginning because I'm trying to give more people time to get into the room. Um, I will stall by. First, I want to greet you all. I want to say good evening, good afternoon to everyone. Happy Saturday. And if you're here, you're one of the lucky ones. You are. This is so important. As I said, if you saw the announcement video, I am going to get into some current event topics, things that are irking my last nerve, um, such as my angle. And uh, because I have some important thoughts and feelings about um, this attack on Asians. I want to offer some historical context. Um, I also want to talk about the mass shootings that have gone on recently. And I'm also going to talk about the Jim Crow slavery of it all with the voting laws that they're putting in place now. As I always tell you, they can change the rules in the middle of the game for us. They always have, they always will. Rules don't matter. Um, it's all fakery just to control society, primarily us, and that there really are no rules and things like that for white people. That's why they're always able to get around them, and there's a different set of reactions and outcomes for them no matter what, even when you attack the Capitol. I will continue to stall by seeing who's here. Um, I want to shout out Burness 3, Shiro, my queen, my soldier. Um, I want to shout out K Mill. Shout out to you. Carolyn Reynolds. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Frankie Cardona, the homeboy holding me down and getting on my nerves. That's fine. Uh, Black Beauty always. Shout out to you. Uh, L Light. I also have a new crack in my phone, everybody. I'm very bitter about that. I'm going to be in counseling. I don't want to get into it now. It's not important. Laurel, my queen, shout out to you. And J9 and Kiara, shout out to you as well. That's who we have so far, although I'm seeing I need everyone to thumbs up everybody. I remind you that anytime the Jedi is before you in any production, whether it's recorded or live, this is a Black event. We are African people here. We are all adults, and so we should all be able to be mature enough to just thumbs up the stream that we're watching. So show maturity, show allegiance, show solidarity, show cooperation, show respect. Just hit the thumbs up. Just hit the thumbs up. I'm a simple man. I don't ask for much. And that's the cost of being here. Shout out to MB1. Um, uh, okay, K Mill. I will um, make sure that I make an effort to go over and see it when we're done. Um, just not loving the lighting right now. Something changed. Wait, y'all. Okay. I need to watch my tone with that because it could turn on me. Okay. Can everybody hear me and see me? Okay. You know, like because the audio on that, I don't know how if I need to speak louder or not. Shout out to Original Jewess and to Portia Snelling. Remember to thumbs up everybody. We've got 6 people who need to show solidarity, 8 people who need to show solidarity and cooperation. Cassandra, good evening, good afternoon, Queen. Okay, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. Show maturity. Again, this is an African event. This is for us. Sadly, I can't prevent anybody else from watching, but I'm always here for, to, and about my people. So we are all Africans here, and let us show unity. As I always tell you, that's our Achilles heel on everything. We won't even do the stuff that don't cost us, like hit a thumbs up. Don't even cost. It doesn't even cost. Uh, so let me say this, everybody. And I wish now that this was a recorded video only because of this segment right here. Back in 2014/15, and the video is somewhere here on the channel. Let me see if I can find it. Again, stalling. Somewhere here on the channel, there's a video from, I've since re-uploaded it to this channel after the main one went to hell. But back in 2014 or 2015, I have to tell this story again. You know, so much was going on, as it always is for us. And I'm always overwhelmed with thought and emotion. I'm always contemplating our condition, our predicament. And that day, that month really, or many weeks leading up to that day, I had been talking about, we have to get out of here. We have to get out of here. You know, as a people, we got to get out of here. This is not the spot. You know, if I had my way, if I had the type of money that Oprah has, I would charter a bunch of, you know, cruise ships and it would just be free for anybody that wanted to go, and we'd make our mass exodus and we'd be out of here. And on I went. But this particular day, or in the words of Tavis Smiley, this particular day, overly articulate, Tavis, we don't need it. Where's my punch? Wait, y'all. Alhamdulillah. But this particular day, I was overwhelmed, and I was in such a place of defeat and wanton and melancholy and sadness and frustration. And then I was watching this video of these brothers. They were continental Africans. And there they were having a discussion about the relationship between Africans and Africans here in this asshole of Satan. And one of them was saying, I didn't know the African American story until I came here. And then the other one was like, yeah, I didn't know it either. And then, one of them was saying, I knew of sort of the slave stories to some degree, but this was the breadth or the thrust of their discussion. And I was so fixated on just the subject of Mother Africa, in that moment and during that time and over that period, and certainly in that moment watching them. And there was a second part to their video, but I needed to leave because I needed to go to the pharmacy. And I went to one pharmacy and they didn't have my medication there. And then I ended up going to to Walgreens. And I'm still got all this emotion on me. And I'm waiting. There was one person in front of me, and then I was going to be next, and the white lady was helping this person. And when it was my turn, I went up to her, and I was just about to tell her why I was there and why I existed. And I heard a voice. I heard an African voice. And I immediately was no longer focused on her or why I was there or anything. I heard this brother and I looked up and he was just coming around the little thing and coming. And I caught his name tag as he was walking. And I said, Seth. It was like out of a movie, like when everything goes dark and it's just the actor still standing there. This was that. And I said, Seth. And he turned to me. Yes, how can I help you? Oh, I had been crying before I left home. I forgot to mention that. So I still look like I've been crying and I'm still a little wet-eyed. And I had heard his voice and I already felt myself welling up again. And he said, yes, how can I help you? I said, where are you from? Why do you ask where am I from? I said, because I hear your voice and the sound of your voice is music to my soul, brother. Where are you from? Where are you from? And he said, you know that Katrina, the Katrina, I am from Katrina. I go, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Where are you from? I am from Nigeria. Why do you ask? I said, because I want to go home. And I started crying right there. I said, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. And he said, like everybody had said every time I mentioned it up till then, maybe you should go and visit. I go, no, no, I don't want to go visit. I want to go home. I want to go home. And so we talked a little bit more, and I didn't want to keep too much of his time because obviously he's at work, and now by now there's other people behind me. Not that I cared. And then I went back home, and this video is what came out of me that day. It's the first time that I cried on camera. I didn't care. And in fact, even when I started crying again, I was like, I literally said out loud to myself, even almost unaware that I'm even filming right now, even though I'm filming. And I said to myself out loud, I'm not going to edit this. I'm not going to edit this because I was just so transfixed and I was so in my own world and so consumed. It was other realm type of experience, you know? And I made that video that I'm trying to find now so that I can tell you how you can go and find it. And I said in that video, I want to go home. I shared the story about being at the Walgreens and my interaction with Seth. And I said, I want to get out of here. But at that time, I didn't know anything about the existence of crowdfunding. I didn't know anything about GoFundMe. I didn't have a country. I didn't know anything. And I knew in that moment I had a lot of work to do, but I didn't have a country. But I just knew that the universe was whispering to me now because it had been on me so strong for so long up to this day that I think that was the crescendo of the whole journey, really. Um, it was just so on me, but I just didn't know what to do or where to begin. So I just did what I knew to do. And that was I got to start researching countries and I got to know more about the continent in a more intimate way. I mean, I was pretty good for conversation on anything you want to talk about as it relates to Africa, but I wasn't versed in, I mean, like from the context of moving there and living there. I just needed to understand more about the politic, which I had been pretty much involved in already, and but not continentally. There was different countries when something would happen, I would be up on that, um, and all of that. But then somewhere after that, I don't know where and when, um, and it may have come from you all, but somewhere along the way, the idea of this GoFundMe came upon me. I don't know if it was something the universe gave me just me, or was it something that was given through one of you? You know, I don't remember. But um, I think that whenever that came upon me, by now I had begun to understand countries and I had looked at Gambia. It was attractive because it was a Muslim country, which many countries in Africa are Muslim. But Gambia was one. I had started obsessing on interviews of the president there. Um, and um, then, of course, I looked at Kenya just because it's such a known name in my mind. Um, but I just, somewhere along the way, the universe said, no, no, West Africa. You know you're West African, Jedi, so you should do West Africa. And to make a very long story short, I will just say that at some point along the way, in looking at, I was already began to look at Ghana, and I then one day. I realized that I'm from Illinois, I'm from Chicago. And if I look at the state of Illinois on the map of the US and I look at Ghana on the map of the continent of Africa, they looked almost alike to me. And so I took that as a sign, and a curly hair that's trying to get into my mouth. Um, anyway, so I fixated on Ghana. Nigeria was kind of out because everybody goes to Nigeria, you know, and even people that don't go, most African people that you talk to here, if you just ask them to name a country in Africa, they just going to name Nigeria, you know, that, nah. Not that I had anything against Nigeria, and I looked at it, I looked at it. But I felt like Ghana gave me more of a balance between um, that not having an American experience, because I don't want an American experience in Africa. I want an African experience in Africa. So I don't want to move to Africa and then live in a neighborhood that's just like where I live now, or that's like New York or Chicago or something, which you can have that anywhere you want to in Africa. I didn't want that. I also didn't want my pillow to be over giving me something. Um, but I landed on Ghana, and then I began to research. And then, as I say, at some point, whenever I understood that there was such thing as a GoFundMe, I began to come to you all. And this hair is really going to bug me. I began to come before you all and express that I was wanting to move to Ghana, West Africa. I had set my move date as 2020. I felt like that's what the universe was telling me. 2020, 2020. And at the time that I announced it way out early because I know us. And if I was white and I was trying to do anything, I could have raised the money in a day, certainly inside of a week, and gone over the what the goal was and everything. But I'm an African, and alas, we are all Africans. And we don't even thumbs up live streams when we're sitting watching the person say thumbs up the live stream. So certainly raising $10,000 was going to be a heavy lift. I landed on $10,000 because it seemed realistic from my people, and it seemed like it would be attainable inside of at least 10 years. And I became even more confident with that number as I began to understand the exchange rate of the US dollar to the Ghanaian CD. And then, of course, I looked at the exchange rate to other countries and I don't remember when it was now, but not too long back, I announced to you that we had reached our goal, because the provocation was that I would raise $10,000 from donors, and then that I would put together another 10,000 of my own, and then that would give me essentially $100,000 in Ghana, because the exchange rate is 5 times, and it's even more than that in Nigeria. $1,000 in America, in Nigeria, is like 350. I'll have to ask. How much is 1,000 US dollars in Nigerian naira? $380,000 Nigerian naira is 1,000 US dollars. And then it's how much is 1,000 US dollars in a Ghanaian CD? She put Canada. See, they don't listen. You see, they don't listen. They don't listen. But they can't. Um, it's 5,751 Ghanaian CDs for 1,000 US dollars. So that was my economic um, picture, you know. And then I'm someone who's very frugal. I'm cheap. I don't spend money. I'm not materialistic. I'm not into stuff. So that all works for me. So then, of course, we know the pandemic was happening in 2020 and we still hadn't finished raising the money. Or did we end at the very end? I think it was this year because we're in March now. I feel like it was the end part of 2020. And so, but by then I already knew, okay, it's looking like 2021. That's fine. Because I still had a lot of things that I had not put in place and um, trying to be methodical. There was still a lot of things that I knew I needed to accomplish um, to make the move easy for myself, that I didn't feel rushed, that I didn't feel like I was leaving, you know, dots on, you know, off the I and crosses off T's, you know, because it's not like I'm moving across town or even across this country, you know. Um, it's literally you have to end your entire life here. And I didn't know what I didn't know. So I needed to educate myself. And you need to make sure that you've literally tied every bow because once you leave, that's it. At least for me, you know, you can't really like, oh, I can get that next week. You know, you can't really do that. So I had settled that fine, it would be 2021. And I figured probably June, July ish, just because it's the summertime. I didn't really have any other reasoning other than that. It just felt right. Then hold that. Now switch to this, but leave that page open. As Muslims, if you have a sister or a niece or any female in your family, when they want to get married, you either look for a suitor for them that you can present to them for their scrutiny. And if they like the person and they want to see if they can pursue something, then that's one way. Or your sister or your niece or your aunt or anybody may present someone to you and say, I think I'm interested in this brother. Now, inner family, if let's say Cassandra or Shiro is going to marry somebody, they're my sister. They may have talked to the person already, just on the phone, or maybe they emailed, or they, you know, but ultimately they can't be together. They, if they're going to see each other physically in person, they must be chaperoned. It would normally fall to my father, but my father is passed on. So my father passed away in 2009. So it falls to me. If I didn't exist, it would fall to my nephew, who was a disaster and not eligible. Not going to get into it. I'm going to take this with my punch. Wait, y'all. See, I'm getting worked up. You see, right there. So it falls to me. So over years and forever, when my sister, since her last marriage, crashed and burned, anytime that she wants to be remarried or is interested in someone, then I have to speak to them. So over anytime you are seeing me or hearing from me, whether I share it with you or not, I'm probably have been or in the process of talking to people. All right. It's part of my life. That's fine. So recently, my sister met a brother. My sister lives in upstate New York. This brother is in New York City. And they began to speak. And then when they get to a point where they think, okay, we think we like this, then enter the Jedi. So I have been conversing with this brother as well. It's my job to make sure to rake him over the coals of his finances. Everything must be revealed to me, because the purpose is to make sure that the woman has a guarantee of her rights. And amongst her rights, as ordained by God, is that any female born on earth is supposed to be catered to and taken care of from birth till death. So when you are a little girl and you live under your parents' roof, your father is your protector, he is your provider, he is your teacher, he is everything for you. So no matter what you do in your life, you get your high education, you get your 8-figure job, and all of this. Any man that is now going to be, you're going to be handed off to from your father, must still continue that base that your father has always provided for you. That's just it. Doesn't matter if you're Oprah, doesn't matter. That man still must guarantee you that, so that you will always have a roof over your head. You will always know that there will be food. You will know that you will always have the money and the means to raise a family. These are guarantees. So where I come in is to ensure that that is what's going on, and then also to scrutinize his character, and evaluate him as a Muslim and all those things, but to make sure that the essentials are in place. And then his grandmother passed away. So he had to immediately go back to Nigeria for his grandmother's passing. Um, as you all know who have been with me, there had been a time when my sister had inserted herself in my journey to Africa. She called me one day saying, "Why don't we move to Africa together?" I threw my phone down because I know how she can be fickle and back and forth, and I'm over it. I went across the room, picked up my phone, and said, "Look, don't play with me." "No, I'm serious, blah, blah, blah." So we began looking together. Well, that crashed and burned, you see. But somewhere in all of this, and I'm doing a lot of abbreviating, you guys, because I'm just trying to give you a thorough but quick story. But somewhere in all of this, um, I loved when she said that she wanted to go with me, because I've been trying to get my sister to just go someplace other than Buffalo. Like I just need her to have expand her life, and have a bigger experience, and she just never would do it. So then she calls me and says, "Look, I don't know when I'll be able to make a trip to Africa," which I never expected she was going to be coming to Africa to visit me. So that was it. But as a part of my emotional preparation, I had already begun to sever myself emotionally from everything here, so that I don't miss it or anyone. Just I'm over it and it's fine. And obviously she was in that severance, like I know we'll talk and we'll probably, FaceTime and Skype and stuff like that, but I probably won't be seeing my sister anymore to hold her and to kiss her, you know. And so that was fine. If maybe over the years I might be able to talk her into taking a trip to come visit me, whatever. But I wasn't putting a lot of stock in that. So she calls me and says, "Look, I don't know when I'll be able to make this trip again. You know, I think I would like to go to Nigeria. Where's my punch? Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Blah, 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 blah. And I'll give you more detail as over the next days. So I begin to think, because I've said to some of you that with the pandemic going on and all of it, I begin to feel a sense of urgency. Like, Jedi, you're probably not going to be able to do a methodical move the way you envisioned and planned. I had already been contemplating just an evacuation. Like, just get the hell out, move to Ghana, set up shop, lay low for a year, and then come back for maybe a week and just reconcile all of your loose end stuff that you still need to tidy up. But don't let that be why you continue to remain here. Just evacuate before they start saying you have to have a vaccine to travel. And then that's going to end up in a hijacking hostage situation. And, so I don't want that. And so I began to say out loud to various ones of you, just on the phone and things like that, I think I'm probably looking at an evacuation. I think I'm looking at an evacuation. But I'll just let the universe decide that. Well, when my sister presented this, I thought, well, this might be the time to evacuate, Jedi. This might be the time. This might be the time. So I sped everything up. I need you to know that I went ahead yesterday and sent off for my passport, which should be here. And I paid the extra money so you can have it expedited, so you're not waiting 10 years for your damn passport. Sadly, I did not get a chance to film that. And I need you to know that I've purchased airline tickets, and my date to leave this bitch is May the 9th, 2021. Your boy is out, homie. I am out this bitch. I'm out this bitch. I'm out this bitch. Like 3 words. Out this bitch. I'm out. So here's my plan. And I want your feedback and your input. Because there's strength in numbers. I'm one. But I understand when I don't know what I don't know. This is one of the keys to wisdom. A wise man knows what they don't know and is never too arrogant to learn. You understand? So here's my evil plan. Between now and 9th May, I'm clearing all this shit out of this bitch. I cannot sell my car because my car was a gift to me from Allah. Allah gave me the vision of this car before I even saw it. Before I even saw it. And when I got it, it was more than I had even wanted. And I knew this was the chariot. But the divine has also taught me as his student to never disrespect blessings. Recognize them and don't disrespect them. So I have a duty to drive this car until the wheels fall off, literally. So that's out. So the car has to be put in storage because I'm not interested in shipping my car, because you could own a Bentley, and a lot of people end up losing their cars because when you get to the ports there's all these fees, and and tariffs and taxes and a bunch of stuff you have to pay just to get your car out. And a lot of people, I've seen people lose very expensive cars just based on the fees and stuff. And I'm like, we're not doing that. So the car goes into storage. I will give away all that I can, to anyone who wants it and can use it. What I can't give away, that will also go in storage as well. And this means that then now, come next month, I need to tell my landlord to go to hell, um, because I'm not gonna be paying rent in May. So that means I got to be out of here May 1. That's fine, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly. I live in the great state of California, everybody. I can reveal that to you now. I live in California. I will fly from California to New York to my sister's. And I was hoping that I could be there um, at least a week before we have to leave. If I don't get that, I'm okay with it. But I'd like to have some time to just kind of chill out, and just collect myself, and review, you know, anything that I didn't take care of, and whatever. Um, so I won't be paying rent here in May. I'm going to be out, and then as of, it's on there, the itinerary. Anyways, um, we will fly out of JFK. We'll leave Buffalo and fly to JFK. And luckily, we were able to get a flight that goes from JFK directly into Lagos, Nigeria. Like no Amsterdam, no UK, no Istanbul, no, you see, straight into Lagos. United Airlines, or I'm sorry, Delta Airlines is our uh, carrier. And my evil plan is this: because now, um, this brother is there, and I always tell you guys, Muslims, once you know someone is a Muslim, if you're a woman, you either know that's your sister now. That's your sister for life. She knows it and you know it, and that's it. That's how you're supposed to operate. That's it. So such is the case with the men. So because he's established there, he has a business, he owns a clothing store. Well, I owned a clothing store. In fact, I haven't shown all of you guys pictures, but I will be putting those up now and showing you stuff that I couldn't show you before. But I had a beautiful clothing store. And so, whether or not I do that there or not, my evil plan is to have this brother to and others to be my ground soldiers with me to help me navigate, even if I have to set up temporary shop in Lagos for maybe, you know, a, a few weeks or something, because Ghana is only 3 hours from there, and 3 to 6 hours. And so then they can be the help that I would prefer, because I've been making relationships with people that live in Ghana, people that have moved to Ghana, and that's fine. And I probably will still use those people, or at least some of them. But I feel obviously more taken care of with my Muslim brothers that can help me with all the 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 micro specifics, I'll call them, and then that will just be my jump off, and it's perfect because why I know this is what I'm supposed to do, because I always tell you, when the divine gives you a gift, there's always a kiss that comes with it. So this would already be the gift. And even though my sister's only going to be there for 2 weeks, I get to experience that with her. That's a bonus. But he's flying back. So I don't need to, damn it, I got to fly back because I don't want my sister to fly back by herself. That's off the table. So y'all go back. I'm good. You understand? So that's fine. And and I just will use this as my jumping off because it started to weigh on me. I've been telling you guys about Amos, my Nigerian brother that I'm with all the time. And there's been times when I've joked to him that I said, Amos, maybe I'm supposed to move to Nigeria. Maybe you're just laughing, because I'm so sure about, whenever the divine reveals anything to me, I'm sure of it. I'm sure, I'm sure, I'm sure. And so I'm not going to be diverted from that. Again, don't disrespect the blessing. So um, that is the only downside of this is that there was so much more of my life here that I wanted to record and film and stuff like that and have more of a library of stuff to share with you all. That's going to be obviously abbreviated now because we only have less than 2 months really, or maybe it is maybe just a month and a few days or something like that. um so you can't have everything in life. That's another rule of the universe that I am absolutely clear about. But I I'm I'm you can plan and plan and plan until you're blue in the face. But as the divine reminds us in the Quran, Allah is the best of planners. And indeed, this is so much better than I could have ever dreamed it. Because in my mind and in my little lowly plan, it was okay, July-ish, June, July-ish, 2022. I'll go ahead, but maybe I'll leave California probably December-ish, maybe January of the following year. That'll give me time to go up and spend time with my sister and the kids. And, maybe I'll slip down to Florida and see my best friend and and then I'll be ready. But this is so much better because my sister gets to go with me and we get to have that experience together, you know? If just for a while, that's fine. But maybe she'll be bit by the bug once she's there. Allahu alam, you know? I'm not expecting that. This is enough for me. You understand? Just like it would have been enough to have Barack. That would have been enough. But then we get this beautiful angel and these two little girls. It's like bonus piece. The kiss, everybody. The gift and the kiss. The gift and the kiss. Any blessing, Allah gives you the gift and gives you the kiss. Barak was the gift. Barak, his very name means the blessing. Barak, and the kiss, his wife. Like we could have done without that, but oh my God, we get this lady as the first lady of all first ladies ever recorded in history. You understand? So that is my big announcement, everybody. May the 9th. I am out this bitch. Oh, subhanAllah. Allahu Akbar. It is a reality. It is a reality. Let me come to your comments, everybody, because I can't. Um, and and so going forward now, I will obviously can reveal my life to you and show you all my shit and where I'm at and what I do and just where's my damn plug? Oh, okay, that's not gonna work right now because let's see, that's plugged in. You're plugged in. You're not plugged in. Anyways, I have way more leeway now, and because it's important for me that you all see and know what this journey is. I've prepared psychologically, but I didn't have as much preparing to do as probably many of you will because I don't come with a lot of burden to begin with, just the way that the divine has allowed me to be as a human being. I'm built a certain way. I don't have a lot of hang-ups about stuff, and I'm very flexible, you know. I don't I'm good, you understand? So, but I have had to prepare myself from the standpoint of everybody that I know is no more, you know. But I've also been, over my life, I've never had a large circle of friends. I've always had a tight circle of friends. And then there's just a lot of people that know me or I know them type thing. Those are two different crowds, you know. So my small circle of friends, um, I've had to get them prepared more so than myself, you know. Um, and also, even when I moved last, or what's it, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. 2017, I moved to this apartment. You guys remember it was a nightmare, and it was a lot of stress, and it was a lot of things for me at that time. But this was a major downsizing. When you see, I'll be doing videos. I'll put up videos so you can see my apartment and all that stuff. So you can see what I went from to what I went to. Again, downsizing. I've been downsizing my life, not just um, you know, from you know having internet to no internet, having cable to no cable. You understand? Like the shit that you could just like, but also downsizing. Like when I moved here, I had to throw away a big portion of stuff that I owned. You know, I had some beautiful aquariums that I just left out by the dumpster because there was no time for a yard sale and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I just like it's just got to go. So that was a good cleansing for me. It forced me to move quickly against my will, and you know, just sort of prepared me in a way, gave me another layer of preparation. You know, but I'm not. I'm not looking for, I think, the basics that I want, you know, because you can have anything you want in Africa. So if you want the high tech cushy condo, you can do that. You want the house, you can have that. You can, whatever. For me, I'm happy with just the basics. You understand? So I don't need to live like a king, and I don't need to have everything, you know. Um, I would like to understand, because even just now, as I was telling my sister on the phone yesterday or the day before, like uh, what I didn't even, because I was so busy researching when I started trying to figure out what phone carriers do they have there and how do you do that. I didn't think about, well, is my phone going to work there? You know, so little stuff like that is like stuff you have to just rectify and handle on the ground. You know what I mean? Um, Stuff like that, you know. And then there's also a way that you do things so that even if you're going there just as a tourist, you know, you want to make sure that your dollar still has its full value and all that kind of thing. And it's a whole thing. And then what banks are there? And well, I didn't really research Nigeria down to that thing because Nigeria wasn't my country. Again, Ghana is my country. So I just have to wing it while I'm there until, because I'm pretty much an expert on Ghana. Anything you want to know about Ghana, I got you. You understand? Oh, I'm supposed to be looking at y'all. My bad. You're gonna hear that doo a million times because this is so flimsy in here. It doesn't. You see, this is why I won't. I will not go on tour. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do 2 shows a night. I won't do them. Won't do them. Let's see. Let me start where I ended off. Shout out to Deborah Jefferson, Brian Simpson. Shout out to you, Sherelle Bryant. I love your name, Sherelle, and I don't know if I ever shared this, but you know, I got a chance to go to 2 proms when I was in two high school proms. I went to my own, and then this this young sister that I actually had my first kiss with, if you really want to call it a first kiss. I mean, we were just little kids, you know. But her name was Sherelle Freeman and stuff. And she lived right across the street and everything and everything and stuff and stuff and everything. And she was my first kiss, but um, I had graduated high school already, and I was working for J.C. Penney at the time. And her mother came into my job, and she asked me would I take her to her senior prom. So that's what I can do and stuff. I'm just saying it's lonely at the top though, but it's lonely at the top. But it's lonely at the top. So but it's lonely at the top. So but it's lonely. So shout out to Sherelle Bryant. Um, and and to Deborah Jefferson's uh, link. Shout out to you, Jedi. Before you start, please make a note of this video. Plummeting sperm counts, shrinking, toxic chemicals threaten humanity by Dr. T. Hansen. Okay, let me make a screenshot right now. Link. Okay, so you know I won't forget. I'm intrigued by that already. Thank you. L. Light Jedi, what law dealing with voting? I'm going to come to that. Have these politicians changed in the state of Georgia? Yeah, I'm going to come to that. I got you. I got you. El Light said, got to get the punch. You already know. Khalifa of the Most High. Salam alaikum. Um, shout out to M. Ann. Okay. Cass had to go to the little girl's room. One person that needs a thumbs up. Appreciate you. Andrea Smith, shout out to you. Good to see you, as always. The LV Glam. Yeah, I looked at Senegal. I did. I looked at Senegal. I did. But you know, here's the other thing, to LV Glam. You know, just like I live here in California, I've lived all over the country. So, you know, I can hop up and go to, you know, any state in this country right now. So once I get settled in Ghana, I can go someplace on the continent. It's nothing. You feel me? So I'll get to Senegal, inshallah. This is no problem. And I'll get to the Gambia. And I will get to Kenya. And I will get to um, the Congo. And I'll get to Tanzania. And I'll get to Liberia. And I'll get to, you see, that will be the excitement. Like, ain't no place else here that I really need to go. I've been everywhere. So that will be part of my life. You understand? Like, the adventure of it, you know, like, okay, I think today I'm going to go to whatever. I think today I'll go to such and such country. Next month, I think I'll go to so and so. You know what I mean? Like, I don't vacation here. Shout out to Sweet D. CJ Stevenson. Wanda Wisdom. Always good to see you and say your name. Shout out to you. Jada Frazier. I'm coming to New York. I'll be there in May. I'm going to be there before May, inshallah, but certainly I'll be there, like, you know, like, because we're leaving the 9th, Jada. So I'm hoping I may get a chance to see you while I'm there. I'm going to move heaven and earth to make it happen. Yes, Jada. CJ Stevenson, if I didn't say already, shout out to you. Betsy, big shout out to you. Something to think about, shout out to you, and thank you for the congratulations. I think I shouted out Original Jewess, but if I didn't, shout out again. Rella D, shout out to you, said I had something to do earlier, so I just came in. What is the big announcement? When did you ask that? 6:41. So I think I don't know if I already said it already by the time you got here. I think I was saying it right then. I'm out of here, Rella D. I'm out. My dream, my destiny, my wish, my everything of getting the hell out this asshole the devil and moving to Africa is happening. Like I have a flight number. You understand? Like subhanallah. Only thing I hate, y'all, is when I had to get my passport, you have to make an appointment at the post office. So there was no post office. When you go in onto their site and you sign it, da da da. Anyway, you click on passports and da da da. Then there's a calendar that shows up, and everything that's grayed out, there's no appointments. So all of them were grayed out. There's no appointments like anytime in the near future at all. The one place that I found was like 30 minutes, 35 minutes from where I live. And their only day was yesterday. Now, I don't have a copy already made of my birth certificate. I have 2 copies of my birth certificate, but they need a copy and one of the originals. And you need a copy of your driver's license front and back. Luckily, the Chevron that's not too far from me, there's Muslims that run that. I went in there, what, 9:30 at night? Where are you going to get a copy at 9:30 at night? You can't. I went in there, brother, Assalamu alaikum. I have a need. It's an emergency. I need to have these documents copied, and I don't have a copy. MashaAllah, brother, we can do it for you. What did you need? The brother made me the most beautiful copies of my birth certificate and both sides of my driver's license done. Of course, he didn't charge me anything. So that worked out. Again, all the more when Allah gives you something, He makes everything, He parts the waters for that to happen. So that happened. Then when I went to the post office the next morning, the only appointment they had was 9 o'clock in the morning. So y'all know I have insomnia and all that kind of stuff. It's very difficult for me to get to sleep, and then if I finally get to sleep, it's hard for me to wake up, and it's just a whole thing. But I was there, and I really had wanted to wear some version of this, or my whole thing is all white. And Uncle was with me, and I didn't feel like starting an international event, so I didn't even try to see if they would tell me I had to, even though I knew I could. But last minute on the actual document, it was saying that you could wear whatever, but you had to have some kind of a letter, or just that's the only thing I'm upset about is my passport photo, because that lasts for 10 years before you can have that changed. You never can have everything. You can't. You can't. You can't. Um, um, Thank you, Shiro. I see you. I see you. Thank you for that. KJ, the girl. Shout out to you. Carla, shout out to you and thank you so much. PG, YouTube makes it difficult to enter the chat room. Thank you for that, PG. Because as I say, on any of my streams, y'all, we sit up here and go, how come we can't get to this meeting? How come we can't? We know, and it's some. And then as soon as I say, okay, you guys, thank you so much. I'll see you soon. As soon as you in the stream, you'll see, boom, the viewer count is like a few hundred people. Why don't we see them in the room? You know. So thank you for that, because PG just said YouTube makes it difficult to enter the chat room. And I'm sure that's just on me. Radical Mystic, grand favor to you, brother. Thank you so much, Radical Mystic. Thank you so much. Edel Weiss, shout out to you and thank you. Thank you, Sweet D, for the blessings. Deborah Jefferson, shout out to you. Rella D, if I didn't say you already, I have my passport. You better take me with you. Well, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Because listen, everybody, I told you. Listen, the only reason why I'm even going to seek a place bigger than what I would ever want when I get to Ghana is so that any of you who wants to come, you come and you stay. That's it. You understand? I'm the man that even here in this country, anybody that knows me will tell you, I've always let people come and set up shop in my house. No, you can't pay me nothing. Get your shit together. Do you? You understand? Because I'm paying my bills on my own with me. Just handle you. I'm good so that you can rise. You understand? So this is no problem. Like I'm deliberately getting something a little larger so that anybody that wants to come, you have an address. You have a place. I can pick you up from the airport. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You already have a contact. That's solid. Like you good. So you got your passport, Rella, let's go. Chocolate Rhythm. Shout out to you and thank you for the blessings. Thank you, Khalifa. Uh, Angie, 94565. Thank you. I also want to say, you guys, you know, you all made this possible for me, you know, and I thank all of you who, there were so many people, because I started saying this when did I don't know, I can't remember. Anyways, I have thousands of people that when I put up my videos asking for your donation, I had people just went past me like I didn't say it. That hurt so much, you know. And I know there are people that went past me because they just didn't have it. I understand that. But there's more people that had it than didn't have it. We all can agree on that. And there were so many people that went past me that didn't even try, you know. And some gave more than others. But I always told you every donation is the same to me. You know, my level of gratitude is the same for the $2,000 donation as it is for the $2 donation. You know, you have to be grateful for the little things or you don't get the big things in life. That's one of the other rules of the universe. You have to be grateful. And I'm someone who's always been grateful for the little things. Always, always. It's part of me. And but I want to acknowledge those of you who didn't pass me by, you know, who 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 stepped up and 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 wanted this for me, because I know there was people that went past me, because a lot of black folks do this. They just don't want to see you do something, so they're not gonna help it. So there was some of that at play, I'm sure. You know, people that could have helped but just didn't want to see me, so like, nah, I ain't gonna help you. You know, that's fine. But those of you who stepped up, I want you to know, and you don't have to believe this. It's gonna be true whether I say it or not, and whether you believe it or not. Your reward with the divine shall be great, and you shall reap that in this life and in the afterlife. That's just the truth, and it's going to be true. It's going to be true. It's going to be true. Those of you that stepped up and helped me, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because I tell you, you know, nobody gets any place in life on their own. I don't care where you have arrived in life, whatever station of grandeur you have attained in your life, that's fine. But you didn't get there by yourself. The divine has always placed angels along the way to do whatever. You understand? That's why you have to understand some people in your life for a lifetime, some people are there for a moment, and some are there for a season, you know. And even after we ended the GoFundMe, I left the Cash App open because of people that maybe they wanted to but just didn't have a chance to, or um, those people who maybe had dissed me and had a change of heart or just whatever. Allah knows what's in your heart. I don't. But I cannot say thank you enough to those of you who really invested yourself in me. And I want you to know, as I said to you sometime before, that you need to celebrate this as well. This is your celebration too. You helped me earn this. We have earned this. We have done this. And so um, my work going forward is dedicated to you. It's for you. I wish there was a way for me to shut out these people who didn't try to help me out at all. You understand? Because they'll be the main ones showing up to watch my videos now. So it's a little bittersweet. And I don't want to be one of those members only channels because I think you have to pay money. If I look in that and it turns out you don't have to pay money to be a member, I'll do members only. You understand? Something like the people that didn't help have to be punished in some kind of way. You feel me? Like there has to be punishment. You feel me? Just like when Michelle showed up at the inauguration of Joe Biden, she had to punish everybody. You feel me? Michelle punished. She punished. She punished. She punished. She punished. She punished in that damn outfit. She punished. All of humanity need to be punished. So I can't say thank you enough. Khalifa says, California, who knew? No wonder you was able to keep me up half the night. Oh my God. I love that, Khalifa. And something to think about is testified. I know, like, right, Khalifa? You feel me? Yes. Chocolate Rhythm says, get WhatsApp, Jedi. It's free internet. That's what I've been on. I'm on WhatsApp. I got that. Appreciate you looking out for me. I love that. But yes, I do already have it. And in fact, this is one of the ways, even this brother, that I have, he and I have been communicating. But anytime my sister has met anyone internationally, or even some people here locally in the States, sometimes I've done it on Cash App, but I'm on WhatsApp. But yes, WhatsApp is your best friend. Trust and believe. Um, Thank you, PG said get a personal Wi-Fi. Yes, because I've been seeing those advertising. I'm like, I don't have any need for that. I don't see it. But now I see where that would be something I would need. Um, Link 1111 Jedi in Godspeed, my brother. You may want to look these people up along the way. Some are already over there. Professor James Small, Zaylock 23, O'Malley, Yeshatela, and Prince Dynasty Amir. Okay, we'll do. For some reason, that James Small sounds familiar. Shout out to Darnell Lewis. Thank you, Darnell. MW. What's up, man? Where you been? I miss you, man. I miss you. 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 And MW saying maybe a dual SIM phone. Interesting, everybody, that what 2 weeks ago I got a text from Metro on here saying your phone, you're eligible to unlock your phone now. I'm thinking that has some implications for me for this, right? So I only just, because you have to follow a link and do the thing, and I was lazy, and I didn't finally do it until just last night. I unlocked this phone. Again, another sign as I see it. Supreme Goddess Nani. Big shout out to you. I have mixed emotions. I'm so happy for you. I know you've been looking forward to this moment forever. I'm going to miss you dearly. I'm going to try to make it to New York before you leave. Inshallah, I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. you know. But you know, if you don't, like I say, I, this is legal and binding. I say to my people again, any of you, any of you who will come or wish to come, you have a place to stay. I am your bed and breakfast. I am your Holiday Inn. I am your Marriott or Hilton. I am your dude. I got you. You understand? You will not have that expense. You just won't. Link 1111. Professor James Small said that if any of us wanted to come to Ghana to reach out to him, there are places that others created over there. Please reach out to him. I will certainly do that. Um, Shiro, this is bittersweet. Absolutely happy for you and sad at the same time. You helped me get my life once I found you on YouTube. Thank you, and I love you. And I love you more. And remember, I say to you all again, as I remind all of you, my work doesn't quit, everybody. It will just accelerate now. You understand? Because here, days that I don't film or I don't have shit that I want to talk about, or I might get too worked up or something like that, that's all fine. But now it's about filming my entire life. You have to have the whole experience. You have to, because I want you to be in a position where you can visualize this better for yourself, to be able to make the journey if you so choose. You understand? So I want you to be able to live vicariously and experience this vicariously through me and go, yeah, I see it. I get it. Yeah. You know, or whatever your trepidations will be answered, or your things that you um, thought may be validated, or whatever, you know. It's important for me to share this entire journey with you, the entire thing. Yes, Jada. Like I say, I'm gonna move heaven and earth to see you. Like, I have to hug you. That has to happen. Like, that is written. So just know, be on notice, be advised. Oh, no problem, Cass. Thank you, Shiro, for bringing this up to speed. I love you. Thank you, Lady D422. Shout out to you and thank you for the congratulations. Moon Goddess 1980. I'm late to the broadcast. Hello, family. Shout out to you, Moon Goddess. And again, my girl Shiro's on the case to advise you and bring you up to speed. And Moon Goddess, be safe on your new journey and fresh start. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much. Khalifa, Jedi didn't. Don't be surprised if one late summer night, some jackass will be tapping on your window in Africa. It will be me. Well, tap away, my brother. Tap away. Listen, everybody. Listen. Here's what I also want to be able to um, have come to fruition for you, is something I've said to you a billion times over the years, and that I still say, this is not the spot. This ain't it. There are so many other fantastic places to live on the earth. And there is certainly, even if it's not even if you don't want to move to Africa, but I feel a sense of there's nowhere else I would go. You know, for me, this journey is also about journey to self. You know, I was talking to my Muslim brother, the my future brother-in-law, um, and I said to him, brother, how do I present myself in a way that is authentic to myself, but where I'm not seen as the American, where I'm not received as an American? He said, brother, I have to tell you, if you don't speak, the people won't know. But the moment you speak, they will know you're American. I go, damn it, I know that to be true. But as I said to him, and as I've said to you, I everybody that I've seen and still see and watch and read about and know that has gone to any country in Africa, they're usually always Christian, and they go with a different humanity than I've been given. You know, for me, like even the brother, when I was saying to him, he was like, even when you get to Lagos, like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to do what the locals do. Like, I just want to have. I'm not interested in anything touristy or trendy. I'm just not interested, and I am looking to. I go with an humble spirit. I don't go with like I'm home and I want everybody to know I'm home, or like y'all owe me something, or expecting that everything is going to be at a Western standard. I'm exactly not looking for that. You know, I go with an humble spirit as one trying to desperately make an attempt to go back into the womb and to be born again, to listen, to speak when spoken to and when asked, to offer my knowledge, my wisdom, and my experience when asked, not to appear as anything, but to learn how to be an African, to learn what it is to be my authenticness, because my cells are already made for that. You already got it. It's just now put you in the environment where that can come to be. It's kind of like the best example I could give you is any puppy you've ever seen on earth. You watch the puppy be born. You know they ain't been nowhere near water. Ever. All of a sudden you're at a friend's house. They go, bring the puppy. And you just hold the puppy over the water. They start doing this. While they're still in midair. You're just holding them. And they start doing this with all their forelegs. That's me. It's in me. And there's things in me that I don't know that are in me that will only be able to come out by being on the mother continent and breathing it and feeling it. You understand? Experiencing it, you know, that will come out of me that I didn't know was there. You know? It's the best metaphor I could give you. But because just what I've studied for this journey, but even what I've observed long before any of this, is I know there is a remarkable difference between us as these crime victims and our authentic brothers and sisters. You know, it's a difference. And even the way that they solve problems or just in daily navigation, how they just do anything is everything to me. And so I'm just looking forward to not only experiencing that, but sharing that with you. The main thing I have to do is I have enough record on this phone, but I'm getting at least a half dozen more SD cards for this. I'm gonna probably get a half dozen for this one, so that running out of space is not even a issue for me. You understand? It's not an issue. I need to be able to record everything to share it with you. You understand? And as I say, especially still, for those of you guys that help to make this possible for me, like this is your reward. This is your this is the fruit of your labor, so to speak. It's very important. Uh, Link says, please record your days over there and upload so we can get a sense every day, every day, every day, every day, every day.
I literally have said to you guys, the only thing I won't film, and I'm not even too sure about this, is me going to the bathroom. And I may just film that. Like, I'm not being funny. Like, when I say everything, I mean everything. Uh, so we get a sense of what it's like feeling the soil and the air there. And when you stand before the waters, gazing back on everything regarding us. Yes, yes, yes. You know exactly. That's exactly where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. Like because nobody's doing that, and if they are, I haven't seen them, and I've watched thousands and thousands and thousands of videos of everything I could know about Africa. Specifically, when I first started, I was watching just Africa in general, different countries, but once I honed in on Ghana, it was all things Ghana. And what I have not seen, and God bless and love them all, I've not seen anybody present to me where I felt like I was there. Like this, God love them, but this couple, they bought a house or they were out house hunting. D Plazio, who's that? And thank you for your donation. Appreciate the brother or the sister. Wait, this is not turning. Thank you for your $100 donation, D Plazio. Barakallah, shukran, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Thank you so much. They don't, like, they went to go get a house. I need to see you coming out of the house or where you're at, getting in the car. I need to see you riding in the car. Who's driving? What are you passing as you're going to where you're going? How did you arrive there? You know? And then show me the house. Show you getting out of the car. Like, you need to be there. Like, it needs all of it, all of it. It show everything. Show it all. Or, I've seen videos where people today we're going to there was this other couple and their kids were the cutest thing since me. But they were going, and they were a young couple, and they were going to this park where they have this waterfall. It's very beautiful. Okay, show you going there. How'd you get there? What was the journey like? You know, show me that. Show me. You know, show everything. Cause you have to show everything. It's not like as if I was going to Ohio or something. You live in America, so there's certain things you would just imply on your own. You don't really need that footage, but you need to see everything. 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 And when I say everything, I mean everything. Everything. I can't say that strongly enough. I can't. And I didn't know if I should start a separate channel, everybody. I need your feedback on that. I was thinking about just starting a separate channel for that. You know, I'm really, it's crossed my mind several times. Like maybe Jedi, you should just start a different channel. You know, start a separate channel that's dedicated just to this journey. You know, because the benefit of that is if it's on this channel, those who weren't dedicated, those who couldn't donate to me and went past me and all that kind of stuff, and couldn't follow me to Black Junction, who couldn't follow me to Brand New Tube, the faithful will go wherever I go. And so I would know the faithful are there. So I'm really looking at it. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think is best? You know, should I start a separate channel? I'm open. I'm open. I'm open. And you really got me when you said uh, Stand Before the Waters link because I love the beach. And in fact, I was trying to have these little CDs that go to one of my video cameras. And within the last week, I was trying to transfer it to my computer so I could make you guys
some. I want to show you that video, and one of them is my nephew when he was here when he was 9, not the last time he was here, but the time he came to visit when he was 9. And when I go to the beach, I always love to stand in front of the ocean and just behold the majesty and the magnitude of Allah's creation. And it reminds me that I am nothing, you know. Um, and, you know, so to stand in front of the ocean there is somewhere I don't want to go to in my mind right now because I know the potential of the emotion. And so I really just want that to happen, you know. But yes, you're definitely right on the right track, trust and believe. Shiro, King, I love you. True. President Nana Akufo. Yes, my president, my new president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo. You understand? I feel like he probably gonna have me up to the palace and stuff. He just hang out and stuff. Just me and Nana. Feel me? Just we boys. You know what I'm saying? We just that's how we do. That's nothing. That's how we do. So that's nothing. So that's not even Jada. Now that I know you will have an extra room, I will definitely be making a trip to Ghana once you get settled in. Oh, Allahu Akbar. Again, I'm going to say it every day until I take my last breath. As long as I have a roof over my head, any of you who touches the continent, you have a place to stay, period. I don't care if 50 people come. You find a corner, you get a corner, you take a stair, you take the front porch, you know what I'm saying? You whatever. So that you sleep under the bed. This is not. You'll never hear me say, I don't have the room. Never come out of my mouth. Uh, I think it went up on me, y'all. I lost my place. Khalifa, you've cut the weight from your balloon, so now you can fly. I love that, Khalifa. I could cry at that. You know, I cried everything. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. You've cut the weight from your balloon, so now you can fly. Yes. That's such a perfect metaphor. And you know, I speak in metaphors all the time, Khalifa, and examples and parables. I love that so much. I love that. I love that. I love that. Shiro says, absolutely a separate channel for Ghana. So that's one vote. Carolyn, I like the idea of a separate channel. That's two. So I take it, King, you got the drone on the drone already. I dragged my ass. And I think I'll give you a future answer. Absolutely. Just it will be in place. Like, you know, that's fine. Because the one that I thought I wanted, that was not the one. Because I tried to cut corners. Because I wanted the I can't even think of the damn name now. Anyways, I wanted the it's called, damn it. I should be killed for this. I know this is like my name. Anyways, just it's that's not the one. Because I thought I could get by with that one, but then I was like, no, you need to send this one back because you can either have Wi-Fi, which all of these work well on Wi-Fi, but this one has the technology where the signal from your remote is stronger to the drone itself. That's critical, especially when you think about when you're doing water shots. You want to be sure the thing's not going to drop out of the sky on you, you know? And also, where I live, there is a lot of air traffic. So I thought about, I really won't have that, probably that constraint in Africa, because many of the videos that I see, a lot of them are using drones. I just was watching this ancient fighting that goes on in Nigeria, even Minde, I think it is, and I saw the shadow of the drone on the ground. Like, I'm right, you know, but that's very essential for you all to see that. I have to have that for the aerial shots. My stomach is growling. Uh, Betsy, yes, a separate focus channel is a good idea. That's three, and these are not slacky. These are not slackers. Um, Link Jedi, you will be the first to us. It's kind of like you being. It's kind of like you being there, and your testimony from day one. We shall all be there spiritually within the second your eyes close. We are one. Amen. 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 Exactly. Wow. Cheers. Take a stare. I love that. I'm saying wherever you got to get, feel me? Shout out to Ashley. Jenna said, I'll take a corner, just like a little corner piece, just um, Life Works, uh, Ethiopia, just to help the people. I'm going home. Well, again, I love that you mentioned that, because it's important for our people to remember there are parts of Ethiopia that are like New York City. You know, it's just like you go to South Carolina, you feel me, or South Carolina. You have to say it like that, South Carolina. You go to South Carolina, or you James Clyburn's bitch ass, and you South Carolina. Joe Biden, South Carolina. Joe Biden, South Carolina. South Carolina, Joe Biden. South Carolina. Anyways, if you go to South Carolina, like, it's a beautiful state, but there's some rural areas. You understand? Anywhere you go in this country, there's a rural area, you know. And alas, there are many thousands of miles across this country, hundreds of miles, where there's nothing going on, but nothing. Take some road trips, everybody. I've been across this country many times. There's hundreds of miles of just nothing. And so, Ethiopia, in fact, some of the best hotels you're ever going to see are in Ethiopia, like downtown. I'm just saying, go to Addis Ababa and you'll see. So when they say, like our people need all this help in Ethiopia, let's be careful and, make sure we really contextualize that, in its proper context. Jada says, I like the separate channel idea. So, see? Supreme Goddess Nani, yes, for the second channel. Anjane, I love you. And greetings to you. Yes, I'm finally leaving, Queen. May the 29th, my plane is leaving. We will be leaving because we fly from Buffalo Buffalo Niagara Airport to JFK. We have a 4-hour layover at JFK. That's fine. We'll give you just enough time to scream White Devil to a bunch of people and do some things, and then it's that last minute. You feel me? And then we leave JFK on United. I keep saying United Delta. Delta, and we were able to get a flight that's 11 hours directly from JFK to Lagos, which most the other flights you're looking at 31 hours, 32 hours, 20 something hours. So it was really a gift from the divine, you know. Um, Allahu Akbar, straight there. Um, Rella D says, I'm the guest. You take the floor and I'll take the bed. You feel me? No, I'm one of those people like I give up my shit for people. Like it's customary. If you come to my house right now, if you're a guest in my home, I give you well when I used to have 2 bedrooms, most of my places have been 2 bedrooms. I'm that dude to give you the bedroom or give you the master bedroom and I take the guest room, you know. And then one time there was this sister that I knew, and I had her and her son over for dinner, and I gave her my bed. He took the guest room, and I slept on the couch in the living room. That's who I am, you know. Like that's just who I am. So I won't take no for an answer. Like I just won't. Let's see. Cassandra says separate channel sounds good. So there's another vote. So I think I'm gonna do it, you guys, because the right people are saying it, whose opinion really matters to me, and who I would want this to be most comfortable for. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'll have to come up with a title. Y'all know everything has to be authentic to me and it has to feel like me. So I have to come up with a name for the channel. Khalifa, you can't leave us without one more Kamala impression. It's interesting that I was just doing James Clyburn because him and his, you know, Joe Biden, South Carolina, and South Carolina, state of South Carolina, we know, and Joe know us in South Carolina, the mountain road, mustache down to here, in South Carolina, and to be in the Senate, and for Mitch McConnell to pass this bill is dangerous to South Carolina. But Kamala's ass. And Joe Biden knows. I told you guys she does this little thing. It's her affect that she does when she doesn't really know what her next word is going to be. You know how when people are lying, a lot of black people, we say and stuff, you know, like take that minute to swallow and say and stuff, like because you're trying to get your lie together. Like black people do that, you feel me? I didn't even take your car to the store because I think Nene had did it and stuff, so that's not even you like that. So she has that, but she has elevated it to a bougie level, you see. So it still is that with the pause where she they'll say, you know, Vice President Harris, what do you think about Planned Parenthood or something that's highly like a political third rail topic? This is Kamala. I'll tell you what I think. See, first we got it because she does this. So you have to watch for it when I do it because it's like a swallow, breathe, then release. I'll tell you what I think. First, you got 2 issues. And Joe Biden knows that women have got to have the right to choose. Joe Biden knows. We know Joe. Joe's been doing this for 15 years. Joe Biden knows. But to come back to your question, Joe Biden, we got to put money aside. And we got to have women that do their thing. Because when they get this health care, they're going to need that money. But we got to provide a foundation, right? But let's be real clear. Let's be real clear. If we're going to get this thing together, we're going to have Ossoff and Warnock up there to help Joe Biden. Let's be real clear. And scene. That's Kamala for the day. I'm going to hate that when I watch that back.
Faith Lewis. No, no. Link. One thing we are hearing that certain places over there are practicing slavery to this day. I forgot the country, but it's on the news feeds here. Libya is the place. Newsflash link, slavery is being practiced right here in this bitch. And you're one of them. Just because the white devil said you free. We have no evidence of freedom. No evidence of freedom. No evidence of freedom. No evidence. And let's be real clear that even this reparations they claim that's going on in Chicago, there's no, or in Illinois, there's no reparations, everybody. It's $250,000 loan, guaranteed loan that you have to use in this particular city or town for a house. They're not just like giving you $250,000 and you can just go do whatever you want. And if you're one of the heirs to this money and you don't live there, you have to move your bitch ass back there to get it. So it's still some bullshit because it's a loan, so you're still paying it. It's not a grant or gift. You feel me? It like the stimulus that this thing. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's the stimulus, the stimulus." Just so my people understand briefly how stimulus works. I give you $100. You go spend that dollar many places, and everything you buy, you're gonna pay tax. So that tax that I'm getting back on that $100, you can be the $100 back plus all the tax. That's how you stimulate. You understand? So let's be real clear. 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 Faith. Did you know Stevie Wonder is no longer a citizen of the United States? Yeah, somebody, it might have been Laurel Bryant, but somebody, a few people were sending me stuff a few weeks back, I feel like it was, letting me know that Stevie had moved to Ghana or was moving to Ghana. So maybe I'll run into Stevie. I have seen Stevie Wonder in real life. We've never spoken, but I have seen Steveland. I've seen him. And so, you know, it's a small world. Angeline, shout out to you. Um, uh, Thank you, Shiro. You were really on the case, letting these newcomers know what's going on. I love you for that. Thank you so much for your prudence. Khalifa, you can name it. The Jedi Live from the Motherland. I like it, Khalifa. I like it. I like it. As I read it, I didn't have any objection to it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Jada said that was spot on, Kamala. um, Sweet Akibalon Violet, my angel. Good evening. Yes, Javashi, I will be wheels up on May the 29th. I'm out this bitch. I'm out. America can kiss my entire ass. Even that I don't even have. Find it and kiss that too, get in. And one of the tidying up things that I have to do, you all, that I have not done, is the citizenship thing. You understand? Just so you know what I'm inferring when I say, you know, the tidying up and there's I's that I need to dot and T's I need to cross. That would be on that list of things. And I want to say also to Javashi, Sweet Akiba, and Violet as well, another person who
was a constant gardener and made this trip possible for me. I thank you so much. Thank you. Queendom. Congrats, Jedi, and safe travels. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. And then Akiba Lambada says, I'm so happy for you, Jedi. I'm just over the moon. I really am. Oh, and thank you so much. Somebody else donated. Ashley, thank you so much. Thank you for your $100 donation, Ashley. Thank you so much. God bless you. Um, you know, as I say, um, probably tomorrow even, because I have some stuff that I have filmed, starting trying to film my life here. I have some stuff that I can start releasing probably as early as tomorrow. And then after that, I think that I don't need to do any more. I also have some recorded videos to do when it comes to doing like current event stuff. If I'm still gonna have stuff that I want to talk about and speak on that's not related to Africa, but for the rest of it, like I'll just have to just be live stream every damn thing, you know, just live stream everything, just live stream everything, you know, and I never have live streamed like from my car or how that signal works when you're driving and all that kind of stuff, but I'm gonna try it, you know. Uh, when the last time Uncle was in the hospital, when I was waiting outside the emergency room, I live streamed from there, so it was nothing. But yeah, I need to start letting you guys in, and so you can experience my life here. And um, but mostly, I want you to be able to get an. Maybe you see your own life in mine, and I really want you to get a sense of the journey of me as a human being to this moment in my life. You know what I mean? So I'll have to have more story times, like go back to my childhood and all those things, so that it's not just the journey, the physical journey, but the journey of me to me now and all of that. Like most of my life, people have told me you should write a book, you should write a book, and I joke a lot with you guys when I start something that I'm not going to finish. I go, don't ask me about that. It'll be in the book. It'll be in the book. Don't ask. Just it'll be in the book. I'm joking, but I'm really not. Almost not joking, because I kind of have been wanting to write a book, because I do reckon. Damn it. Fine, I'm not touching you. Now what? My life really is a book. It's been extraordinary. Link, when you get there. Oh no, Anjane. The Jedi reunited. Hmm. Keep them coming, y'all. The Jedi reunited. I like it. Um, Link, when you get there, seek their history books out, written by Africans. I've seen a lot of that actually. Like, there's a lot going on, y'all. Like, I mean, there's a lot of, just like you have people that here that are historians and writers of history and stuff like that. I've seen interviews with African historians. I've seen um, documentaries. In fact, there was even this one that I just not too long ago where they were, because a lot of our countries in Africa are starting to reclaim their artifacts from this white devil. They're like, give us our shit back. And there was a book. I forget who the author was now, but just when they brought it back, like it came by airplane under guard and everything, and just the sister was holding it up, and just how the people gathered, for this artifact that was theirs. you know there's another thing that I watch called African Changers.
all it is highlighting African greatness. You know, this sister does different countries. The film industry to art to real estate to just about anything. Like I really like I have been living a African existence for at least the last 3 years, I could say, where I've really detached myself. You know, that's the other thing you have to understand too about a journey like this is you have to detach. You have to detach. You just have to detach. You know, and I think that I have been doing a very good job of doing that. I feel more connected to, you know, even when I get to on the ground in Ghana, I think I'm well versed enough to have a conversation about the goings on in the country with anyone who lives there. Like right now, I could have that conversation and have an opinion and a commentary on whatever it is. You feel me? Like I follow what's going on, so I love that. Um, but I love how you say written by Africans. I would love to read from what their point of views are on how it all went down. Yeah, and also certainly when I get over into Ghana, you know, one of the first stops that I will make there, and I don't know if my sister will be able because you know she's just going to be there for 2 weeks. So if she gets to Ghana, she gets there. If she don't, it's on her. I don't really know what to tell the sister. But for me, once I get to Ghana, I certainly we wanted to see the Cape Coast Castle and the Elmina Castle and things like that. You know, and everybody that I see that goes there, I even seen Ti went there. Don Lemon went. Donna Lemon and his mama went to the castles. Um, Barack Obama went to the and they're not really having the right reaction. Like I take all this militancy and defiance and all of that. I come out that castle, I'm gonna be screaming, the white man is the devil and the world needs to know it. That's the only thing I think will come out of me. Coming out, just even seeing them on camera, documentaries, real time people's video and stuff like that. I just don't see it. Like I don't see coming out there and just being all just reflective and melancholy and shit. No, nah. Shit requires a proper reaction. If you put your hand into fire and somebody see you and you don't have a reaction, they'd be like, run. Attack. Attack Dior. Congratulations and happy travels. So amazing seeing your journey over the years. Thank you. Shukran. I'll miss all of you too, Anjane, but like I say, I will be you guys will see me, you know. Obviously I don't know. I've learned as much as I can learn about, you know, the internet situation. Um, and I don't expect for it to be as convenient to upload videos as it is for me here. There's some challenge, but obviously those are overcomable. Otherwise, I would never see anybody's video from anywhere in Africa ever. So it will be done. It's all fine. So I'll miss you all, but like I said, you're gonna see more of me. You know, you're gonna see more of me. You'll probably get sick of me. Not another video from the Jedi. Ugh, I can't. Um, but I will miss you much, Anjane. I will miss all of you. I miss you much. Oh, I miss you much. I really. Anyways, I have to set this thing. You hear it? You hear it? Like if I move, it does that, which means it's not charging. Um, Javashi says the Jedi at home. Attack Dior says the Jedi's homeland. Keep them coming, y'all. Um, uh, Akibalon Violet, the Jedi in the motherland. Khalifa's was almost like that. Javashi, he said the Jedi live from the motherland or live in the motherland. One of those. I have to go back and look at it, but it was along that same breath. Uh, Link 1111. Also, Dane Calloway has on his videos a very different point of view to whom we are and why our history is so hidden. In his words, our ancestors were the Indians and already here. Trail of Tears. I was just saying that to Uncle in the car when we were coming back from doing, doing the passport. I don't know how we got onto it, but I was saying to him, like, I don't, because I believe that, like, just certain things just add up. I know we were the first people to navigate the earth. We didn't just stay in Africa, and there's all sorts of evidence of our presence here long before Columbus and anybody else, quite frankly. Um, I'm not able to explain how the natives have that straight hair and still be really, really dark. But some of the oldest pictures I've seen of so-called Native Americans, they're clearly African people. Like that's just what it is. So it's like I say with anybody else. I don't care when they got beige or they lightened up or got straight hair. It doesn't matter. Us, us, damn it, us. So yes, I am with Dane Calloway on that. Betsy says the Jedi loves Africa. There's one. MW Jedi's Jedi's devil-free road trip. So, but it's not a road trip for me. So we could say the Jedi's devil-free existence or something. Certainly that would be definitely a good title for a video. Like look at me in my devil-free city or something. It's just something. Y'all know I'm gonna be hard on this devil. Just you already know. Betsy says Jedi's African pride. I like it. I like it. Keep them coming, y'all. Link, please tell me you're aware of him on YouTube, Dane Galloway. I'm real bad with names, so a lot of times I'm familiar with people and I don't remember their name, but once I see them, I could tell you, oh yeah, I know that dude already. Shiro, watching these devils chocolate Switzerland commercials and never including Africa in the commercial, plain demented. So true. So true. Like even my Nigerian brother Amos, he has a cocoa farm. It's in his family. Like it's his, but it'd be all his. Like once everybody else croaks off, but like, do you know how much your damn cocoa is worth, brother? Do you understand? Like, you need to go back to Nigeria right today and leave. Like, please leave now. Like, just um, where was I? Shiro. Where's Shiro? I just read it. Oh, King, you know what I'm actually, you know what I actually was ignorant to and embarrassed after watching videos from Your Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo that chocolate is from the African coast, Switzerland, not Switzerland. Like I shook my head. Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that, but listen, all of the world's chocolate, certainly 99% of it, is from Africa, y'all. Like that's just what it is. And what's interesting is, you know, uh, there are many places where they go and they steal young children to work to work in these cocoa um, to gather the cocoa,
and they have no idea, and they don't pay them. Many of them are just they use them as slavery, or they just give them some pittance, like they have no idea that what this becomes. I even saw one where this one brother took some chocolate to these workers, some adult workers, and they were sitting around, and he was like, "This is chocolate. This is what the shit that you're gathering. Like this is what it becomes." And they were tasting it, and it was the first time, like even understanding what chocolate was. Like, you know, um, that's why I say if we would just shut white people the fuck out, they become a welfare case no matter where they exist on the planet right now. Without our resource, they are nothing. They're nothing. Nothing. And even my future brother-in-law, when he was saying to me, "Brother, I think you will like Lagos, you will like Nigeria enough that you want to live here." I'm like, "But I'll tell you one of the reasons why however much I love that I would never live there is because I'm also aware of the politics of a country, and that matters to me. And Nigeria just has too much British and Western rule going on. You understand? Like when y'all start refining your own raw materials, like your petrol, and instead of sending your oil out and then having it refined and you're buying petroleum products back, I can't with you. So I'll be in a state of rage and frustration like I am here in a country like that. Whereas on the flip side of that, my president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has said publicly into the world, Africa is not a basket case. We're not some welfare people. Y'all need us. And he's making moves now to make to make Ghana because it used to be called the Gold Coast. It's no longer called that. You are pressed to even get the word Ivory Coast out of anybody, but he wants to return it to the Gold Coast to understand because we produce this amount of gold and we want it to be this and a third. That he's got a whole new. They just finished the Accra airport that's there, really modernizing it. It's a beautiful international airport now, and this new I forget 1,000-bed hospital I think it is, state of the art, modern, beautiful hospital. I mean, he's making moves that align with my worldview, and certainly my concerns for the motherland. And so I just can't live in a country where they're just not feeling that. You feel me? I just can't. These things are important. Um, and obviously, part of my mission will be spreading the word on the continent. The white man's the devil, like it will be the gospel. So I have to spread it. Um, So I'm glad you brought that up, though, Shiro. And don't feel bad. You understand? Now you know. So it's all good. Javashi, sweet of Cuba and Violet, we could never get sick of you, Jedi. Well, I thank you for that. But my grandmama always said, don't wear your welcome out. Rella D says, what about Janet? You know my wife is coming with me. So that's not even, that's not really a question. So that's not even, but that's not even. And Janet's birthday is the 16th of May, so we're gonna be there in time for her birthday and stuff. So that's nothing. So that's not even. Uh, but thank you for asking about my wife, Janae. Yes, you have to tell them because continental Africans don't know the devil like we do. That's so true, and I will definitely be spreading the gospel. They have to know this. They have to know this. I'll make life very difficult for the white devil on the continent. Wherever they see me, it's not going to be a good encounter. It's not. It's not. Um, I love us, Burness says. Khalifa, don't leave us with the devils. Well, get on, come on with me. Feel me? Anjane, a historical fact, all historical facts show we are the Native Americans. Speak on it, Jedi. That's exactly the truth. Mecca, Ma'at. Um, that said, by the way, do you know what Ma'at is, Mecca? This ma'at you're using, you know, that's where they got math from. You feel me? That's where they got math. Again, from us, but I don't know if you knew that. You say that's sad about the chocolate and the kids picking it. Yeah. And you say facts, Jedi. Nigeria has way too much European rule still. It really does, and I'm over it. And it would just piss me off. Um, and how about Jedi Africa? I like that too. I like that too. It's short, it's sweet, and it fits. You know, like when you think about now you see my thing. It just says the Jedi. So Jedi Africa, that could work. That could work. That could work. I have to update my branding though, you know, because on here it's the my red with the Arabic that says Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in it. That's kind of iconic for people. It's on my Facebook, it's on my Instagram, and I don't know if it's on my Twitter, but I may come up with other branding for that. But it'll have to create itself obviously because it has to come from the universe, just like the Jedi came out of the universe. Betsy, future brother-in-law, then the eyes, Jedi, are you getting married? um my sister, this brother that my sister is, he would be my future brother-in-law. But to your question, the brother has been saying, in fact he took all my stats and everything. He was like, you know, I can help you to find a beautiful Nigerian woman. I'm like, uh I feel like I want to get to Ghana first, like just. But I was like, you know, mashallah, you know, you can kind of put me out there. If something happens, it happens, because I don't think a Nigerian sister would have a problem being in Ghana. Whereas I wouldn't want to ask a woman here, would you want to move to Africa? That's a big ass move right there. You feel me? You're taking away from her family and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just not that dude. So, you know, no, but this is for, he'll be my brother in law for my sister, you know, like, because he's her husband. MW, don't let China off the hook. Oh, trust. Thank you, MW, for that detail. Trust and believe. Um, to piggyback off what MW said, Jedi, devil free life in Africa. Yes. Something else I was just watching recently, because I'm all things Africa. But somebody was saying, yet again, for the millionth time I've heard it, suddenly I didn't feel black no more. Didn't feel black no more. This person either, I think they had just gotten to Africa or were living in Africa or whatever it was. But the brother was saying, he's like, I just don't feel black no more. I don't have to. I just don't have to. Mel Penn, shout out to you. Says you will love Ghana. I've seen it, like I say, all the years that I've been on this, I feel certain that I've done everything that I can know, and I recognize the things that I just can't know. But on everything that I do know, I really do understand that Ghana is someplace that I will just love. You know, I love that. I love that. Richard Hart, I think the Jedi at home is the better one so far. Thank you for that vote, Richard. I appreciate that. I like that. I get it. Javashi, uh, sweet keep on Violet, you will find your queen, brother Jedi. Indeed, I will. I know this. You know,
Link Jedi, what's your plan B and C? There is none because that's it. You know, if I was gonna live here forever, what's my plan B for this bullshit, or B or C? You see, so I don't need a plan B or C. Um, you know, I just don't need it. That's it and that's all. Um, I just don't need it. you know, I just don't need one. I really don't need one. I will say this: if it all just went to hell, but again, I've done enough practical and real critical work to evaluate the pros and the cons and the risk of different things and all of that, and I'm good. you know Khalifa, sweet home, Ghana, Africa. Ghana's with an H, Ghana. Anyways, um um I like that. Sweet home, Ghana. It'll create itself. It will. What are we doing on time? We're 2:20. Hmm. I don't know what to do. Anjane, this was a serious process and not an overnight decision. I don't expect you to have to come back, but it doesn't hurt to prepare. No, that's the easiest part on earth, though. If I had to come back, then I just get a plane ticket and fly back to this bitch. You know, killing everyone as soon as I land. But that's something else. I don't want to get it. That, anyways. Um, that's easy. Coming back is easy. It's nothing. But I've looked at what would be any reason that I would have to come back, and I can't think of one. I can't. You know, as I said to you, most people that failed, I've said this to you a million times. All the stories that I saw where people moved to wherever they moved in Africa and they failed is because they did not have an economic game plan. You understand? That's why it was important for me to raise the money before I would even allow myself to think of this as a reality. The money has to be right. It has to be. Otherwise, you're not going to, and you have to build in for mistakes and misjudgment, and things like that. But one of the things I have going for me is I'm not materialistic. I'm not into stuff. I don't have any need for a bunch of shit. So that puts me ahead of the game. And that would be the only reason that I could see that I would be defeated in any way, is if my money failed. Outside of that, you're good to go. Just makes you fortified when you get there. That's what it was about for me, is trying. That's why I was trying to get, to raise the money. And, there was times along the way when I'm like, I could get a plane ticket today, but I needed to stay with what the universe gave me. Like, that was the number. If I could have raised 20,000, I would love to have, but I probably have to sit here another 10 years waiting on y'all. You understand? So you have to be realistic. And that's what I think I've done up till now. And I'm going to continue to do. Just
one foot in front of the other one and listen to the universe, you know, and and it- most African countries, certainly in Ghana, you pay your rent annually, everybody. So you only got to be thinking about rent every damn month. Pay it a year. Some places may want 2 years in advance, but here you pay first, last, and security. So just think of paying first, last, security, and that's for the year. You good? You good? You good? And if they want, 2 years or 3 years, that's even better. You good? That mean you got to think shit about no rent for 3 years. You understand? And I can tell you that in fact, me and Amos were talking about this the other day because there was this lady that was heard our conversation was asking, but a lot of what people pay a month here, you pay that a year in even Nigeria, you know. But Ghana is the same way. You pay your rent by the year, not by the month, you know. So that's cute. Um, uh, um, Javashi says Jedi Malik Ghana. Um, why do you say that? Do you know what Malik means? Tell me yes or no, and then I'll tell you what it means. If you once you tell me, type and tell me. Anjane, I feel like you could be the bridge between us and them to do more business and each other. Yes, you understand. I want to use my life. You understand? Uh, I'm here for that. So I'm definitely hoping and praying that I can be of value, to all of us here in this nation. You understand? And certainly to my brothers and sisters on the continent. Absolutely. Um, what? Oh, okay. In fact, let me respond, you guys. I'm sorry to DePlazio. I'm sending you a thank you for your $100 donation. I'm thank you so much. Um, and to Ashley, I send you a heart. I hate you can't do more on this. Like I'm one of those people. I thank you is such a profound thing for me. Like there's nothing you can type or put on. I wish they would allow you to send people back your heartfelt thank you. I'm over it. Um, wait, I thought I sent that one already. Um, link. One reason would be when China and whomever that are fighting for space over there right now. Yeah, America is fighting for space. America and any other and many Western countries. I would just include Europe and Britain in the bullshit, but because while they are not the best alternative or the best people to be doing business with, at least the Chinese come in. Our biggest gripe with them is that they come in with a shitty attitude and they're employing their own people. They're not really. We should have all the jobs, you know, but it's kind of a tight balance because at least they're not trying to be involved in your country politic. You know, America, they come in and give you anything, and they want to tell you how to run your country and tell you who should be the boss and who should be the president and all the bullshit. You understand? Whereas the Chinese come in, they just good to just do business. You know, obviously that comes with problems because they come, they want to have their own people, and and then they have the shitty attitude. And there's even stories that have come out where they have restaurants they don't want black people to eat at. Bitch, then get out of our country, bitch. You see. So whereas maybe the Africans that are there won't say shit, I will travel to those places and find them and cuss them the fuck out and make their life a problem. You understand? So it's six in one hand and half a dozen in the other one. Juvasi Jedi, the king of Ghana. Nah. Shiro, King, just want to say I'm inspired and I'm so proud of you. Born listening to the whisperer. You born listening to the whisper. It's everything. It's your guidance. You have to have it. You have to. Rella, yes, rent is crazy in Oakland, California. $2,000 to $4,000 for a one bedroom. The blood of Jesus. Ouch. Betsy, I feel like you are determined. Oh, it jumped. You are determined enough to make it work. If you can buy a house or apartment, it's better. Originally, I was completely against the house, Betsy, here and there. Like I've never been interested in owning a house. Only reason why it becomes attractive to me in Africa is because when you buy the house, you own the bitch outright. There's no you don't pay no tax on the land. You know, there's people here now that own their house outright, but because they can't pay the taxes, they lose their house. Then I don't really own it. If I'm still paying anything on it, even a penny, I don't really own it. But there, once you get the land, it's yours and that's it. And you build whatever the fuck you want. And that's attractive to me, but also from the standpoint of having more space for more people, is attractive to me. But um, like I say, I've searched and searched people going like when they go to look at houses, they don't show it the way I would show it. They're not showing you the right perspective. When they go look at an apartment, they're not really showing it the way you could really show. I didn't feel like I went to look at the damn apartment. You're not showing me. You understand? So I'm only able to glean so much. It's so frustrating. And then you send them comments. Could you please show so and so? Can you please do a video doing so and so? Can you just die off? But yes, Betsy, I am determined. I am a determined as dude. Trust. And I've come from all of it. I've come from the south side of Chicago, and I'm the last child from my mother, so I'm the eighth child, and you know, we lived in the basement of a housing project building. We had rats the size of a cat, running over me and my brothers and sisters at night. And then when I was very young, we moved to California and we lived in a 3-story mansion with 21 rooms. We had an art gallery on the second floor. So I went from that to that, you know, and and then as my father's career went into decline, then it was middle class, then it was lower middle class, then it was back to food stamps, and it's been all over the place financially, and you know, so I know both sides of money, and on either side of it, I've always just been a very simple person. Like I'm not into anything at all. Only time I get really frustrated is when I just hate that like I don't here in California, they just had a thing somewhere out in LA where this park where there was all these homeless people, and they sent in an army of police, an army to clear these homeless people out of the park at night.
You know, how about you just send in a fleet of buses, you know, and hotel vouchers that are good for 5 years or some bullshit. You feel me? Like there's just I only get frustrated when I at the fact that I'm not wealthy enough to help people that are homeless and that don't have, you know, um, when I thought I was going to have more time here in America, like thinking my time frame was going to be summer of next year, I had been toying with the idea of starting a fundraiser where I raise the funds and then that would be the channel, like me going out and surprising and giving, helping people that you could see, because I do that all the time anyway. I do that all the time. So it's on my dime though, so I could get other people involved and then let's help people, but maybe there'll be a place for that once I'm am settled and get settled in Africa. Like I can't, there's no time to do it here now, but I'm sick and tired of there being people that don't have shit. I'm really sick of that, and I have been for a very long time. That's one of the things that angers me about humanity. So, but yes, Betsy, for that reason, I've been interested in having a bigger space. You know, Light Bearer, good evening. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Um, what was you saying rats about, Javashi? Oh, when I said no to King of Ghana? Rats. I think that's why you said that. Link. There has to be a reason why China is over there setting up camp, investing trillions of dollars. I pray I'm wrong. Are you aware of AMB? Uh, oh, Chihombori Kwa. Yes, I brought Chihombori Kwa to my audience. Yes, 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 yes. Don't get me started on her because she's everything. And then that, and then some. You feel me? Oh, I love her so much, dude. Yes. She wants to make the real Wakanda, and she wants all the diasporans to return home and make Africa the great place that it already is. We just not pooling our resources and recognizing. You feel me? It's a whole thing. Um, um, the elite D, the blood of Jesus, because Christian folks say that, and I say it a lot. I'm not a Christian, y'all know that, but I say that though. The blood of Jesus. um Anjane, I'm proud of you too. The Jedi does what he says he's going to do. And yes, everybody should live their life that way. Don't even waste your time to say shit you don't mean. You have one journey, man. You've one journey from birth to death. Don't waste your time. You understand? Don't waste your time, and don't waste your time with things and people that aren't worth your time. Like, don't do it. And don't say shit you don't mean. If I say I'm gonna kill you, you should start moving out of your house and check for me because I mean it. Smile Sunshine, shout out to you. Wow, good to see you. You too. You say I'm gonna check this out from the beginning. Yes, so you can see what has gone on up till now. And I think we're probably not gonna get to the stuff, you guys, the topical stuff because tomorrow is Sunday, and so maybe I will get that in tomorrow. I think I want to because we're already over 2.5 hours, and I think what I'd rather do is finish out your comments, and then we'll we'll talk about that other stuff. Because there is, I started actually some recorded videos. I just was like, nah, and then I thought, well, so I don't know. I may release those. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I'm not going to get a chance to get into them now because if I do, this is definitely another 2 hours. Definitely, without question. Just on the stuff that I knew I wanted to talk about. So because I want to talk about this whole Asian thing, and what really took me to the brink was I seen some Christian ass folks somewhere in Los Angeles having some Black Asian awareness something. There they are now. Suddenly Asians are holding hands with us, and which you don't know where none of the motherfuckers live. You never would have seen it before this, and it's the whole thing, man. Like people, you don't get to ride on the struggle bus with us. Get your own shit, charter your own course, and take your shit. You feel me? Nah. It's sad what's happening to you, but damn it, it's sad what's been happening to us for over 600 years. So we just don't have time to look over there, Chin Lee. We're just so sorry. See, I'm getting worked up just at that. So we're definitely not going to talk about that right now. That and the mass shootings. Don't believe that this dude is some Arab. You understand? And by the way, Muslim is not a culture. I mean, it's not a person. You understand what I'm saying? Like we never see a white devil and they go, "Oh, he's Christian." They try to make, in other words, this was a white devil that shot up the shit in Colorado. Period. The end. Done. They know it. Um, Light bearer. These beasts don't think or feel like us. They don't. They can't because they are beasts. The Elite DX Jedi brother, I have been sub to you for years now. I have not made my I have not made my presence known, but I've always been here. Well, I'm so glad you could reveal yourself and come out of the shadows now, Elite. Good to see you. I don't know where my magnifying glasses. I wasn't ready with that. I can't see your thumbnail. And if my magnifying glass is not right here, I can't get it. It's not. It's not. But shout out to you, DX. Okay, thank you, Javashi. I just said rats because I guess wrong. Yes, Chin Lee, goddammit. And just Malik means owner. Owner. Uh, Cass. Gotta head to bed once again. Congrats, Jedi. Night all. Good night, Cass. And I'm right behind you. I'm not gonna hold us long, you guys. Here I'm gonna read Anjane's comment. Christianity makes black people fucking crazy. I hate it so much. I know it's the major problem in most of our psychology. It just so is. It's the thing. They had a piece on the other night called The Soul of the Nation. Think about that. The soul of the nation. And there they were, BB Winan started out with some Christian song in a Christian house of death. And they were talking about how the black church is the central thing of black culture. And one sister made the statement that it is the singular most autonomous group or organization for African people in this country is the black church. And that's why I said we have to go to where they get their souls snatched out of them. You understand? If I'd had my way and we'd started the Black Independence Liberation League, one of the things I had on the agenda was to go and start snatching up Christian pastors. They wake up in a dark room with a light over the head, and this is what you're gonna start teaching the people when we come see at your house next time. You saw me. Like there's ways to have things happen. You understand? You want shit you never had, you gotta do shit you never did, and we need drastic measures because everything against us has always been drastic. You see, it just makes me sick. Light bearer, facts on J23. It stagnates our people and sucks the life out of them. Dark matter melanin. I couldn't watch that crap. You saw it, huh? And then Javashi Jedi, you are gangster. I'm from South Side Chicago, homie. South Side. That plays no games. This is a good place to land. And we'll reconvene, you guys. Oh wait, Janae. Oh, that was you. Appreciate you. Um, we will probably convene again. Okay, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm frozen. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm frozen. Let me see if I can hear me on here. Okay, fine. I'm frozen. So Anjanae is telling me y'all can hear me. So that's fine. So I'm going to land here. And then tomorrow, everybody, I will get into those topics because I actually had an article here up on my thing about because I wanted to take us back, as it relates to this Asian thing. I wanted to take us back and remind us of some things with the Asian community, beginning with this Latasha Harlan case that was 30 years ago, and then juxtapose that to the suspicious timing and all this sort of thing. We'll get into that. We'll get into the mass shootings, and we'll get into the whole voting thing, and then whatever else you guys want to bring to the table. So that's where we're at. In the meantime, I love you guys all. I hate I'm leaving you on a frozen screen, but I don't know why that's happening. It is some bullshit. Just know that I love you guys all, and I will see you soon. This is the Jedi. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?